This over here is probably one of the most ridiculous coolers, and the CPU that's underneath there is not released yet at the time of me making this video. What we're going to be doing is checking out this Panorama 360mm very unique AIO from TRYX and see how far we can push the Intel Core Ultra 9 285K. What happens? I don't actually know. Let's find out. Licensing Windows is cheap and easy with whokeys.com, and if you use the code TN20 you get an extra discount. Complete the purchase, copy the key and paste it to the activation settings. And you're all done. Also check out their Microsoft Office 19 license and use the same code TN20 for the extra discount. Check out whokeys.com in the video description below. So let's talk about this AIO first. And the big elephant in the room is this screen. Okay, there is this bent OLED screen that goes all the way around and you can play your own videos. Right now my YouTube video is playing on here. Obviously this is 16:9 aspect ratio, or that's how I cropped it in there. I can actually put something a lot more cooler on. I'm on that utility right now. I'm gonna go 2:1 and press save, and look at that. We're watching Interstellar on this tiny little screen. Look at that. Anyone remember that scene? This is so trippy and bendy. You can do so many different things with it, but let's talk about the hardware first. So this is an Acertec cooler that TRYX has, made a deal with, which means that Acertec provides a radiator, pump, and they're like known very, very well. They're like one of the best ones on the market. That's what Asus, Fantex, and lots of NZXT and some of the others use for their coolers. Underneath there is also a fan for the VRMs. Okay, it blows down and then cools your VRMs. Now this just goes on the top there like that. And the way this is connected is just a USB type A header on the back over there. And then you've got the fans going into the CPU optional port in there. When talking about the fans of this AIO, it looks like they've used quite nice fans there. This feels very, very similar to what we see on the Fantex T30 AIO fans. It's very aggressive blades and looks like they're going to be really good performers. They're very close to the edge as well, which means that they've used some good quality material that's not going to be bending. So it looks like they haven't just stuck any fans onto it. Looks like a premium product and feels like a premium product. So whenever I've set this up and tested this, it's felt absolutely premium. The only thing so far that I kind of can't figure out why this is the actual VRM fan that goes underneath there. Now, you don't actually need it on, and you can turn it off on the settings in here if you wanted to. So if you go into these here, VRM fan, I can set, the whole curve like how I want this to go. Turn it down, for example. But the VRM fan, actually, if I'm feeling like any airflow, it feels like there's nothing coming from there because this big block actually blocks it. And I'm not sure the way the airflow works. Like you can see that there is some airflow that should come in from the sides and it should blow it out from this bit over there. But when I'm feeling the VRM now, right now, I'm feeling there's an air blowing like down on my fingers. But when I'm putting this back, I don't feel any air blowing on my fingers. Maybe something. So perhaps it needed a little bit more airflow, maybe from both of these sides to get some more airflow onto there. When you get this one, you should install this software called Canali, and then you can customize what happens on the screen. So if we're putting different scenes on, you can see there's some balls bouncing right now and TRYX. You can have some different CPU and GPU temperatures going on there and decide what system information you want to display, okay? We can put CPU temperature on there and then CPU frequency, for example, and date and time. There's only 3 that you can put on there. As you can see, they're there. You can choose a different color that they're on. So I'm gonna choose them white now, so it's easier to see what's going on. And then there's different scenes. Let's have a look at this scene. I don't know what's going on with this, but look at that little car thing going on. Oh, this is cool. Look at that. So you can customize it however you want. It looks really, really amazing. Now, the screen out of the way, I want to know how this performs. I've got the Intel Core Ultra installed. As you can see, the Ultra 9 285K. That's the CPU we're running here. It's the 15th of October right now when I'm filming this. And this CPU is not really launched. Well, it's launched, but you're not allowed to show any performance benchmarks. In a minute, we're going to check out Intel XTU as well and see how much we can just blast the CPU and see what happens. But right now, It's running the stock settings, which is PL1 and PL2 is 250 watts, okay? Let's check out the multi-core score and how much power is it gonna draw. I have no idea what's gonna happen. 243, so it's not actually pulling 250 watts even as the package. The core temperatures, look at that, 65. One of the P cores went to 80, and we have over 40,000 points. That's seriously impressive. And we're not thermally throttling. Let me just try that again. Look at that. The package goes to 78, 75. In this room, I've got 24.5 degrees right now. So it's not the coolest, but the temperatures are flipping amazing. Why don't we go to 290 watts? Okay. By the way, 240 watts, this cooler, absolutely no problem, no issues at all. Turbo boost power window, we're just gonna max that one out as well. We're gonna hit apply. Okay, that should be now corrected. I don't know if this updated. Yeah, look at that. It updated here. Okay, 290. 40,777. Interestingly, it's still 250 watts now. It pulls slightly more, but like temperatures are completely fine. Look at that. 41,000. Okay, extra 400 points, something like that. Okay, unlimited power, unlimited power, unlimited power. I just want to see what happens. Right now, we're giving it, or like letting it know that, look, you can just do whatever you want. Like the motherboard is going to supply as much power to it as possible. We'll see what happens. How much is it actually going to be pushing through with this here? CPU package power, 250. Look, we're not pushing past 250 right now. 251, 253. Because our static PL1 limit is 250. So for some reason, look, we got 41,500 points. The E cores go to 4.6 gigahertz. Let's try 4.8. 4.8. I'm not gonna be messing around. I'm gonna go straight to 5.9. Okay, I'm gonna press apply. Little voltage offset and boosted some of these frequencies on P and E cores. Okay, looks like right now it is stable. We are running fast. Let's see what happens. Okay, 270 now. 272. Here we go. There we go. Look at that, the temperatures are still absolutely amazing for this. 270 watts and it's fine. Okay, I'm not sure if we went to any of these frequencies there or not. Okay, yep, that ran into a problem. By the way, this gigabyte board is the Z890 Aorus Elite X Ice. And look at that. The debug LED is white. Yes, finally, it's not red. I'm loving that. Okay, we'll go to advanced mode. We go to tweaker. Okay. Intel default settings, performance. Why don't we try gigabyte default? Okay, let's see what gigabyte's gonna do with this CPU. Okay, as you can see, everything's unlimited here. Turbo boost time window, I'm just gonna make that go higher as well. This turbo boost maximum, press apply. Now we can see PL1 limit and PL2 limit are just literally unlocked. We're gonna see what's gonna happen now because this is, uh-oh, it's feeling a bit weird. Okay, something is a bit laggy now. Oh, turbo boost power max. I don't know why that went to 1 watt. Maybe that's why. Okay, yeah, now it's fine. For some reason, turbo boost max was unlimited, but it was like 1 watt. That's why it was weird. Okay, I'm just gonna stop this. Okay, are we ready for unlimited power on this Core Ultra 9? Come on, show us how much power are we gonna be pulling. 271? Looks like 271 is the one that we're pushing here. 4 clock speeds, 5.4 on the P cores. So we got 42,000 points. So it looks like unlocking it, we're not gonna get that much, you know, points. Obviously it is diminishable return once you get to a point, and adding more power just won't do anything. But right now we are absolutely fine in terms of temperatures. Like, look at that. We're maxing at 86 somewhere. P core 2 is 86. We're not thermally throttling. So I wonder if we can push even further and tell it to, okay, look, let's just all of these P cores go to 5.7 and then the E cores 5.8. Okay, apply. Let's see what's gonna happen now. Okay, our Cinebench crashed. Let's try that again. Whoa, it feels really snappy for some reason now. Let me see what's it gonna do. Oh, 313, 323. There we go. Look at that, thermally throttling. No. Look at the core temperatures. We're still absolutely fine. This is a good cooler, 42,700, but look at that, 5.7. Well, now all of the P cores are going 5.7. Let me see if I can put these two there. 6 gigahertz. Match the 14900K. Let's see if it's gonna do it. Okay, they're going 5.5, 330. Are we thermally throttling? Nope. But look how good this cooler is. And obviously Intel's maybe changed a little bit of the, like the way that the core layout is so we can get better temperatures. But this is pretty insane. Hit apply, see what happens. Boom. And we went off. But there's some random setting that comes on with XTU. I think Intel's running a bug where it limits the CPU power to like very, very low. Look at that. I'm like 8.3 watts right now. Come on, please apply. Apply, 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 apply. Yes, there we go. Now we're finally free. Basically, I'm gonna put the 10 minutes on and see what this is gonna do in 10 minutes. I haven't yet been able to make the CPU thermal throttle. Easy, 42,000 points, something like that. CPU temperature, 80. It's like way too easy for it. This cooler is keeping up 270 watts, look at that. And we're like 80 degrees, like no problem. The tubes aren't like even the like red hot. They're like, okay. I mean, this is impressive. I don't think this is ever gonna thermal throttle. I think there's probably more room of overclocking if someone knows what they're doing. But as creators, obviously, I don't recommend it. I'd say just stick with Intel Extreme settings. That's how I'm gonna test the CPU. In conclusion, I'm very impressed with this cooler. In terms of the design, oh my word, amazing. In terms of what it can do and to customization and how easy it is to use, I'm absolutely loving it. The minimalistic design, but they didn't skip out on cooling. This cooler is amazing. I mean, it easily keeps this Ultra 9 under wraps and you've got no problem cooling it. Did we see thermal throttling? No. If you want to check it out, I'm going to leave the link in the description below. Go check it out. I'm very impressed. If you want to build yourself the best bang for buck creator PC, check out the build guides in the video description below. Bye bye.